Okay, this is Nicole Britton, and I am going to be interviewing 3 fifth grade students and asking them a few questions. I'm going to have them introduce themselves really fast. So when I point to you, please just say your name, how old you are, and what grade you're in.
Hi, my name is Ryan Hill. I am in the 5th grade, and I'm 11 years old.
Hi, my name is Owen. I'm in the 5th grade, and I'm almost 11 years old.
Hello, my name is Justin Gardner. I am in the 5th grade, and I am 11 years old.
Okay, so we're just going to ask a few questions about how you guys use technology a little bit, kids of this generation, just so we get an idea. And it's different from kid to kid. Okay, so we're going to just go around the table with these questions, and I'm going to kind of point so we know who's talking when. So we're going to start with Ryan, and the question is about, do not to be exact, but about how much time do you spend watching TV, talking on the cell phone, using a computer? So go ahead.
I'd say all this technology I use in a day would be 2 to 3 hours, maybe.
Yeah, and I want to specify too that the computer includes using it for homework or just on the web,
Yeah.
and the cell phone includes not just talking but texting with your friends and things like that. So how much time did you say about?
About 2 to 3 hours.
Okay. Owen, how about you? How much time, I'm going to say it again, do you spend watching TV, talking on the cell phone, using a computer, which includes the whole surfing web, chatting with friends, texting, all that stuff, and video games?
Well, I would probably say about an hour of video games, around 2 hours on the computer, surfing the web, and that's about it, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Justin, go ahead.
About 2 to 3 hours, like Ryan.
About 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
And what do you do mostly? They were
I don't really use my phone because it's like normally.
So the
lost.
device you're on the most is what?
Like my Xbox.
Your Xbox. Oh, and what device are you on the most? Or is it multiples?
It would be probably a tie between my computer and my PS4.
And your PS4. Okay,
Yeah.
Ryan, what device are you on the most? Later, I'm going to ask you about your devices, but just
I'm
which one do you use the most?
Mostly on the Xbox or TV.
Okay. So my next question is, just social media. Kids at this age, just kind of curious to know what social media are you a part of, if any? It's meaning like Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. You might even rattle off things I have no idea what you're talking about, but just what kind of social media are you a part of? So Ryan, go.
The only social media I am in is Instagram.
Okay. Owen?
Don't do it on Instagram anymore.
But do you have an Instagram account?
Yes.
Okay, but you don't spend a lot of time on it? Okay.
I barely ever. And if you count like commenting on YouTube videos saying you like it or something, that's
I guess
part
that's
that
kind of
too.
social because you're
Yeah.
commenting. Okay.
Yeah.
I have an account on Instagram, but I've hardly ever used it before.
Okay. So you have an Instagram account like Owen, but you don't use it very much. Okay, moving on. So now we're moving on to access to different kinds of technology in both your home and school. So I'm going to go around, and as people are rattling off, you might remember things too. So like, what devices do you have access to that can get you online? You can start in the classroom, think in the classroom and at school, and then move on to what you have when you get home that you can use. Okay. So Ryan, go ahead and start us again.
So at school, I'd say the technology we have is like computers and iPads and stuff. And at home, I have computers and iPads and TVs and stuff like that. So
Okay, good. Owen, how about you?
I would
Access
agree
to
with
different.
Brian, like the Chromebooks or the iPads and that type of stuff at school. And then probably at home, I would say our computers, our TV, my PS4, and I have an iPod, but it's basically almost broken.
Okay.
School, I can access the internet on either Chromebooks or computers and iPads. And at home, I can access the internet on Xbox, a computer, or an iPad.
Okay. Now we're moving on to the next one. I think this kind of covered the question above. Were there any other internet devices you have at home, smartphones, iPads, computers, that you didn't mention?
no.
So you guys all mentioned your internet devices you have at home. So we'll skip that one. Okay. So here's my question. And me being your teacher, I like to hear this answer for sure. Before this year, how much technology did you use in school? And like examples of the things you did. So before this year. And then we'll talk about what you started doing this year in a minute. So just talk about before this year. What did you use in school and like what kind of things did you do with it?
We use computers and iPads, and we mostly used iPads, but on the computers, really all we did was look up things for assignments, and on iPads, pretty much the same thing.
Okay. So you used it mostly just to research things.
Yeah.
Okay. Owen?
What I remember last year, especially last year, was we usually used the first year we had the mini iPads, we would use those for like AR tests, and we would get on the computers in the library to do assignments, research for assignments, sometimes do like tests or a study island and that type of stuff.
Okay. Justin?
We normally used like computers for AR tests or looking up things and iPads for the same reason.
Okay. Okay, so now we're moving on to the next question, knowing that I'm your teacher. I like to hear this one. Okay, so this year, how much do you use technology in school and examples of what you do with it now? So it's the same question, but you're talking about this year. So what do you use and what do you do with it? Some examples, okay? And those of you at the end, I'm going to go the other way this time. You ready, Justin? Okay,
Yeah.
Justin, go ahead.
We use technology this year for assignments, not just looking at info, but we do assignments and look up that and do AR tests and spelling tests.
Okay.
This year we do like Google Classroom where you can do assignments for your teacher. We do presentations and we hang it up on websites for our teacher. We take AR tests, we do spelling tests on the computer. We do assignments and research for them all on the computer.
Okay. Ryan?
On this year in technology, we use iPads and computers, and computers we take spelling tests, do AR, we have a typing program that we do, and we can get on Google and do what we need with it. And yeah.
Okay. So and you guys mentioned websites, so I just want to talk about that. What do we do with our websites this year? Or is this the first year you made a website?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of you? Okay. So what do you do with the website? Is it just a random website or what's on it? Who wants to answer that one? Okay, Owen?
We put some of our work and we put that on our website, and we put our presentations, documents, that type of stuff, and that's about it.
Okay, and I have two more questions that are on the sheet, and this will be just one who wants to answer. Does anybody, and you can jump in and answer as well if you want to add to it. So my next one is, before this year, did you ever work with somebody together online? Do you know what I mean? So from what I heard you guys describing, you get on a computer and you take an AR test or you would research something. Did you ever work collaboratively together virtually with somebody before this year? So have you ever been on a document together with somebody before?
I don't.
Have you ever worked on a
No.
presentation with somebody before?
I've never been on a presentation or Google Doc or anything before this year.
Yeah, same with Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Okay, so that's the first time you guys have worked together.
Yeah.
Okay. And my final question for you is do you think kids your age should be using technology with learning, or is it not? Do you think it's important, not important? Do you think it helps them learn more? I'm just going to leave it kind of broad so you can, and I want to go around the table. So what are your thoughts about using technology to help you learn in school? I'm going to start with Justin.
It helps you because you can learn more things on the internet because it's worldwide, not just people in your area, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you could look things up that a lot of people know. And
That's good.
it has more learning programs than just a normal school.
Good. Owen?
I would say it helps if you aren't on it too much. If you're on it at a good amount per day, you can learn stuff on there. You can entertain yourself, and there's a lot of learning programs and that type of stuff.
Okay. Ryan?
I think it's a good idea because we can research stuff on the internet if we need to, or we can basically do whatever we need on there.
Very good.
for class and stuff.
Okay, well, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and stop this. So thank you very much for helping me with this. And I'm hitting stop and it's not stopping.